My name is Martin Lundfall, and I work in a couple of different projects. I guess the one that we're speaking about right now is Circles, which is a universal basic income cryptocurrency project.
Very cool. That's something I'm personally very interested in equality and some kind of economic solution for the gap between the rich and the poor.
Yeah.
So how did you end up getting involved?
I've been talking a lot to Martin Keppelman, who had the idea and was writing a lot about it a couple of years ago. And then we finally put a team together about a year ago of people that were actually trying to make this project be also represented in the world of real things and not just in the world of ideas.
Right. And how is it going with the traction?
Traction is pretty good. A lot of people in the Ethereum community and in the blockchain community at large, I think, are really into the idea. And now it's all about proving whether the idea actually works in practice. So We're setting up a pilot project this year in Berlin where we're going to give it to people, put an application into their hands and see how it makes them feel about the concept of money and about a cryptocurrency-based UBI.
So what is universal basic income?
It's the idea that people should be given money like welfare, but not like welfare in the sense that you don't have to prove yourself constantly worthy of receiving this money. It's the idea that the basic needs of people should be met regardless of whether they are studying or working or what really their occupation is that we should have this baseline of human dignity provided to people.
So what kind of problems does it solve on a macroeconomic level?
Well, it solves a lot of really concrete problems like poverty, health. It reduces crime. A funny side effect is that it sometimes increases divorce rates as people become more independent of their partners.
Which shows that maybe that wasn't a true choice in the first place.
Right,
that people were making an economic decision when they got married.
Yeah. But I think even more importantly, it's changing the way in which we view work and labor, and it's decoupling labor from compensation. It's making the political agenda something else than just making sure that everybody is working as much as possible and is allowing us to pursue different virtues of life. It's allowing us to free up our time so that we can help society and help community in other ways and really reinvestigate what it means to be human.
Because time is really the ultimate value.
Yeah, and what people choose to spend their time doing.
Right, yeah, and so they can activate their creative potential and develop themselves in different ways.
Absolutely.
So speaking of time, I work for Chronologic, which is partnered with Piper Miriam for the Ethereum alarm clock. And so what are your thoughts on the Ethereum alarm clock and scheduling transactions for the future?
I think it's an important part of the ecosystem to have. Because of the way that Ethereum is built right now, you can't make a transaction execute sometime in the future unless you have this incentivization mechanism of the alarm clock. So I think it's something that a lot of applications are going to end up want to have.
Great. Thank you for your thoughts. How can people learn more about Circles?
They can get on joincircles.net, and there's a link to our chat, which is going to be chat.joincircles.net. And I encourage people to get on that chat and introduce themselves so that we can talk about how to bring this project about in the future together.
Great. Thank you for speaking here, and thanks for your contribution to the community.
Thank you so much.